This episode has been brought to you by FlowState, the unlimited Webflow development service. Find out more at flowstate.dev. Hello and welcome to another episode of Webflow & Co, where I teach you the underlying code you're writing in Webflow. If you've been following me over the last few weeks, I've been doing live streams on Sundays, and last week I took a look at Framer and I did an accompanying video, kind of a short one, where I say why Framer is better than Webflow. So in this episode, I want to take a look at 3 reasons why I think Webflow is better than Framer. And go watch that one. It's just a bit of fun to share with you some of my thoughts, my learnings, and which is pretty much the whole reason why I'm doing this, is to broaden my horizons when it comes to these tools, what they're capable of, and how it can benefit me and how it can benefit you. So without further ado, generally it's more advanced, and I said it in my roundup of I've forgotten, I'll pin the video here. Webflow have really just widened the gap, particularly with this update. That's through its extensibility, and we'll go into its ecosystem and some of the features that are available to it. But the ceiling, I talk about this ceiling a lot. The ceiling is much higher. There is still a ceiling, and I think the biggest part of that is the collection list and the limitation on the number of collection lists, nested collection lists that you can have. I know they've increased it, but it's just not enough. If you're going to provide up to 5 multi-field references in your CMS collections, give us 5 nested collection list items. Simple as that, rant over. But it is more advanced, and you can do more advanced things. You can connect and integrate with more advanced things. The CMS specifically is way better. Framer give you kind of basic fields. They don't even give you multi-reference fields. But watch the other episode on that one, because I'd love if Framer gave us the access to CMS inside of their code components, which is a great feature of Framer. Now, I spoke about the ecosystem, the apps. Generally, there's so many companies working towards making Webflow a better tool. Indie developers, I'll give a shout out to XAtom. We've been chatting on Twitter a lot, so give them a follow there. Tools and things to make your system better. Chrome extensions, things like that. This is why WordPress got so big, is because you create a WordPress website, you know there's a plugin out there that's going to give you what you need. Did I just compare Webflow to WordPress? Yes, I did. But regardless, you're going to go a hell of a lot further in Webflow than you are in Framer. And the third one is CSS and styling. Framer give you very, very limited styling options. They don't even have rems for font sizes. It's great because the interface is so much simpler to use. But again, I'll go back to my comparison of why Pinegrow with the UI is so convoluted there. It's because you can do so much more. And this is natural when it comes to these tools. You'll have noticed that Webflow has enhanced and improved their UI recently. It's becoming more complicated, and that is just the nature of it. So I'll call out the naysayers of that episode, because Webflow is slowly gearing towards a more complex tool, and I love it. But yes, the styling options are vast when it comes to Webflow. Now with the custom properties, it's pretty much as good as it can get, including the interactions. The interactions and animations inside of Framer are once again great because they're 1-button clicks. They're super easy. It's a drop down, it's this, and you can do so much with so little time. However, you can take it further with Webflow, given their keyframes and stuff. And I know I have my gripes with accessibility and interactions, but if you use them in the right way, they can really just create unlimited options when it comes to the interactions and animations on your website. So the feature set generally in Webflow is a hell of a lot better. So just to wrap up, if I haven't articulated this clear enough in the past, Framer is going to get you 80% of the way there, 80% of the time, with very simple landing pages and marketing websites. Very, very easy. So I do recommend you give it a go and decide for yourself whether you actually need the extra power of Webflow. You might actually find Framer can build the very sites that you're building, but it's without a doubt, Webflow as a tool is just vastly more powerful than Framer. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed these 2 quick, fun episodes. Give me a follow on Twitter if you haven't already. Pick up some merch to support the channel. It really will help me do more of this. It's becoming very, very difficult with the number of clients I have. And with that, until next time, happy no coding.